Hello, I'm Jillian Beaty, the agriculture education instructor at Oregon High School. I am so excited to be here today to talk about the Oregon FFA and this project that my students decided that they wanted to focus on this year to help give back to our community here in Oregon. With me today, I will have two students, my president, Zoe Schultz, who is a senior here at Oregon, as well as Taylor Kramer, who is a sophomore at Oregon. Both of these young ladies are an integral part of this project and our collaboration with the Oregon Food Pantry so that we can help provide much needed food and protein to our community members that are in need.
Hi, I'm Zoe Schultz, Oregon FFA's chapter president, and I'm here today to speak a little bit about our project. So I joined FFA because I was super interested in veterinary science and interacting with those animals in the ag classroom and getting to know the students and people who I'd be working with, not only during my time here at Oregon, but also probably in my future job career. So with this project, I always looked at my life and I thought, I'm not someone who's going to make the history books, someone who's going to change the world, but I do want to make a difference before I leave here as chapter president or even just in my life in general. So with this project, I want to make that small change and difference to the world and help this community and make sure that they're fed and make sure that I leave here knowing that I made a difference. The name of our project was the Oregon Food Pantry Project. And how it started was we started donating just simple milk, cheese, things like that to the Oregon Food Pantry from our FFA alumni and the Vita Plus. Now, we walked in there and we thought, oh, we're just donating milk. It's something, you do every day. But we soon learned that it was quite the opposite. We saw that these families who come in here are only allowed 1 milk per week. And that's really hard for me because I go through so much per day and I wanted to make a difference. And in order to do that, me and my other chapter FFA members learned that we got to start doing more. We got to take action and we got to start donating and do what we think is right for this community. It's not just about the everyday food that you donate, but it's about finding what these families need on a daily basis. They need meat, they need milk, and they need produce, everything that's fresh that we take for granted.
One of the students that I have with me today is Taylor Kramer, who is the treasurer of the Oregon FFA chapter. Taylor, I remember last summer, at the beginning of the summer, that you said, Mrs. Beaty, we need to do something to help the community members. And what was the idea that you brought to me that you'd like us to check out?
So the idea I brought to you, Beaty, was to go out for the Living to Serve grant, which would mean that we would get $3,000 if we had got the grant back. And what we wanted to do with the money was buy some steers, or 1 steer, a pig, and maybe some other meats, and donate them to the food pantry to fight hunger in our community.
Now, will we, the FFA, be buying those, or are we purchasing the processing of those animals?
So right now we have had a local farmer donate a steer to us, and so we will be paying for the processing fee of turning that steer into all hamburger. And we have also had another farmer who hopefully I'm still talking to them, but hopefully will donate the pig to us to get that processed too.
Awesome. And Taylor, what really drove you to want to partner with local farmers and help provide for the needs of the community?
So what really drove me was that when this whole COVID hit, it was very obvious that people needed food and not all of them felt comfortable going into a store, or just some of them didn't have enough money to go into a store too. So their better option was the food pantry. So I thought, why not? What's better than connecting with a local farmer, so that local farmer has the opportunity to also help the community that they're in, and so then we could donate and help fight that.
Awesome. So this Living to Serve grant not only is about bringing in food to this community, But I think there's an educational component, is that correct?
Yes, part of our grant, we had to explain how we were going to educate people in the community and in the school too, because this is also part of the classroom we would like to incorporate this into. And so we're planning on helping people in the community understand why we did this and how it works and the process and everything else you have to go through for this.
So like the process for how meat animals are then used into food, is that the process we're talking about?
Yes and no. So we are talking about that, but we also are talking about the process of from buying a steer from someone or having someone donate a steer to us and how it gets from being a live steer to your plate.
Excellent. That's pretty phenomenal. And when will the first animal be processed, and about what timeline are we looking at here?
So we are hoping that the first steer that was donated to us by a local farmer will be processed September 29th, and hopefully 2 or 3 weeks after it is fully processed, we will have it donated to the food pantry for people to be able to pick up.
Well, that's pretty phenomenal. Could I just say, like right now, if a farmer was listening to this and thought, boy, I have these animals, do you think we could partner with those people as well?
Yes, most definitely. We are willing to take anybody's donations of animals, or even if we have to purchase an animal, just let us know, and we want to help anyone we can. So even if it's donating or purchasing, we are willing to do it.
So Taylor, aside from doing this great project, the Living to Serve grant, where we're working with farmers to donate, what about the community members that aren't farmers? How can they get involved with helping our food pantry?
That's a very good question, Ms. Beaty. So actually, on September 19th, we will be having a food drive for people in the community to help others. And we will have a drop-off location at the Oregon Food Pantry and a location in Brooklyn, which we have not planned out yet. And what we want is non-perishable foods that are not expired yet. And we also would definitely like protein foods. So peanut butter, chicken, and anything else that is protein.
Will the food pantry take any other products besides protein products like tuna, chicken, peanut butter?
Yes, they will also take fruit, and if you have butter or eggs and stuff, they will take anything basically.
Well, that's pretty awesome. Thank you so much, Taylor, for your compassion and your energy to make this project happen.
So before you go, I just have a little piece of advice for you. In the future, you will want to make a change, and you will want to do that in your own way. And of course, there are going to be people who are going to try to naysay or try to make you think that it's not worth it. Well, I'm here to tell you it is. It is worth making that change because every little effort goes to the bigger picture. And don't be afraid to do what you love. If you see something needing to be done, do it. Because before you leave here, you will look back and you will think about what you have done. And if you had taken action on what you had wanted to do, then you will definitely make sure to see that in your past.